Hi there. I'm back for, I guess, part two of the healthy talk. And today the topic is getting a healthy body by getting a healthy mind. This shirt is really sparkly. I did not realize it's really sparkly. Okay, so hi Alex, I'm glad you're here. So today I want to talk about something that has been on my mind, and maybe some of you have experienced this. You're working really hard on exercise, on eating carefully. Maybe you chose the salad over the pizza, and then you see this other person who looks smoking hot in, I don't know, their sporty clothes, and they're eating like a third slice of pizza, and you're just like, why is that okay in this world? How did that happen? And maybe they're, going clubbing and drinking alcohol, and they're just living the dream of not caring and not having to deal with the consequences, right? So now, what's up with that? So I'm going to give you an analogy to kind of give you an understanding of that. Hi, everyone who's coming in. And the analogy is this. So, have any of you ever experienced like this sense of, like awe and amazement when you, walk down the block going home from work and you're just like, it's so beautiful, this tree, let's say, right? I love trees. Guys, I'm going to tell you something about myself. I have a little bit of an obsession with plants and, like nature. I can't take care of plants very well, but I really do enjoy watching nature. And actually, when I was a kid, I really wanted to be a florist. Shout out to my brother-in-law, who is a florist. Hi, Misha. Royal Events. Okay, whatever. Out of the way. So, the tree. It's beautiful, magnificent. And you think, it's so big and powerful. What makes it so big and powerful? Its roots, right? It's anchored. Let's think about a rose in your backyard garden. It's beautiful, it smells delicious, and it looks amazing, and it's healthy. Why? Because it's anchored, it has roots. Now, take that same rose, chop it, put it in a vase, under sunlight and water, but still, it's in a vase. How long is it going to last? Is it going to last long? No. It's not going to last long because it doesn't have its roots. It may feel free. It may feel adventurous and invincible, just like that guy or girl who's doing drugs or alcohol or like their fifth slice of pizza or ice cream at 9 o'clock in the morning. It may look good because they have this reserve in them from when they're healthier, when they did have good roots at one point or another, right? And they look amazing, and you're just like, how long can you keep that up? Can a flower keep up being a flower that's healthy in a vase without its roots for very long? No. And the same thing goes for the guy or the girl who thinks that whatever bad habit they're doing, even though they're being told, listen, this is not good for you. And no matter how much you tell these people it's not good for you, they're not going to change until they get it. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's a little late, They get a little late. And this is one of the reasons why I'm doing these lives, because I've seen that in the hospital setting. And there's been an epidemic, right, with a lot of young people doing things thinking that it's not going to affect them in a bad way, but they're just like a rose that's been chopped. You can only be so strong for so long until your lack of roots and grounding just take you away one way or another. Either one of two things happen. Either you fall or you rise above. Either you fall into the challenge or you get stronger and you change, because you can't stay in that place for too long. It's just a temporary illusion of strength where you can be invincible. So that's a sidebar with alcohol and drugs. The focus of this talk is really about getting healthy and creating roots. So I have this ebook, not my ebook, I didn't write it, but it's a great book. It's written by Dr. Anderson, and it's called Stop, Challenge, Choose. And this is one of the ways we are going to implement a healthy change in our life. So the first step When you want to grab that, I don't know, alcohol, drug, what else? Fifth slice of pizza, or, you know, ice cream, whatever that thing is for you. Snickers, something that's like processed foods, you're grabbing it. Ask yourself, just stop. Say, I just need a moment. Sometimes that's all you need. Between the action is just a moment of pause. And that moment is a moment to breathe. One thing I learned from one of the webinars, actually Miriam Stabetsky, she's a health coach, and shout out to her. So she actually spoke about this in breaths. Breathing 4 breaths, it's called box breathing. It's actually a meditation technique, and it helps a lot with changing your habits by pausing, having 4 breaths with 4 seconds breathing in and 4 seconds breathing out. And you do that 4 times. That pause, that like 30-second minute of the 30 seconds of breathing that happens, that gives you the momentum to think and allow yourself a moment to process. Where are you? Is this where you want to be right now? Really, that's the only thing you really need, just to pause and have your mind be a conscious decision maker in your actions. Because what happens, the mind is just mindlessly doing whatever the body is just used to doing. If you stop and question that with, is this where I want to be? Is this what I want for myself? Usually the answer will lead you to the right place. And it's going to be, no, this is not what you want. It's never what your soul wants. Your soul doesn't want, your soul wants greatness from you, because that's what it's destined for. It's not destined for average. Average is for plants. Plants are average. You are destined for greatness. And greatness means recognizing that you have a choice to build that. You cannot be great when you do drugs. You can't be great when you get drunk. You can't be great when you don't care about what you put into your body all the time. You can't. You just fall apart. And that's not what your soul wants from you. And that's not what my soul wants from me either. And believe me, I learned that. I didn't do drugs or anything, but I didn't really take care of myself for a while. And you know, a lot of times people change not out of inspiration, but out of desperation. Like they're desperate for change because they've reached a point where they can't live like this anymore. It's not functional. And that's when things start changing. So that's really getting in the moment, in the present, really will help you with that. One thing I want to bring up from this book, which I mentioned last time, it's called The Overweight Mind by Jay Nixon. One thing I want to mention is when we stop, a lot of times we start to think about what it is that's really happening underneath the surface. What it really is our beliefs. And I'm going to share with you something that I heard from this voice recording. It was like a SoundCloud recording. It was like a seminar or whatever. It's by this guy. Oh God, it's like evading me right now. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But he said this, and I hopefully will remember his name. Gedalia Fenster, thank you. All right, Gedalia Fenster, and he said this. He probably got it from somewhere, I don't know. An elephant, an adult elephant, attached to a tiny pole through a string will not run away in the zoo or in the circus. And if you look at it, you're wondering, why not? They could just easily walk away, literally, and pull the whole place with it because they're that strong. But they're not even moving. What's wrong with them? I'll tell you what's wrong with them. What's wrong with them is their false beliefs that was created when they were little. When they were little, they were attached to a really strong pole, and no matter how strong they pushed against that pole, they couldn't break free. So, when they grow up, they think the same way, that they can't break free. They're stuck. But they literally can just move if they try, if they change how they think about what's happening to them. How powerful is that metaphor? If you think about what's happening to you in your life, if you think, I can't change, I can't do this, you're just like an elephant attached to a tiny pole with a small string. It's a false belief. You can. You can change. Your soul is destined for greatness if you choose that, if you choose to change and go into that direction. It's your choice. I'm so sparkly today, guys. I didn't realize how much sparkles I'm wearing. I'm really tapping into my Bukharian roots. Can I get a like for the girls and guys who know what I'm talking about with the sparkle situation and the Bukharians, right? It's all about the sparkles. So, and I want to end with this one last thing. Sticky notes. This is actually from my mirror, and it says here, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. So just like the elephant, if he doesn't believe he can, he's right, because he won't. It's all a matter of his beliefs. If he doesn't believe he can have a healthier life for himself, he won't try, and that's why he's failing. That's why he keeps failing, because he doesn't try to believe different things. When he's going for that pizza, even though he was told by the program or the health or whatever, he's reading that, he could do it if he follows the mechanics of the program, and he chooses to eat. Question, stop. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I believe that I can never keep up with a program to get healthy, or I believe that I'm not capable of a healthier life, or I believe that I don't deserve better for myself? All of that is a false belief, because you do deserve better. You can do it. It's all a matter of choosing to find and tap into your power, into your ability to recognize that power. It's so powerful. So, and now I'm really going to end with this. Mahatma Gandhi, you guys know who I'm talking about. He's this frail, thin guy, and he said something very powerful. Your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions, they become your habits. Your habits becomes your values, and your values become your destiny. So, if you're questioning where you are right now, start with questioning where you started with your thoughts. It all begins with your beliefs that leads to everything else, what's inside your head. Okay, I love this quote, and I've heard it before, but it's worth mentioning again. So I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and feel free to reach out to me about the ebook. I will send it to you. And if you have any questions about anything, I really do enjoy talking to everyone and making friends, and it's been a really amazing experience to get to know you guys. So thank you for your support, and I love you. Bye.